Okay, on this test, the first question says, what is the value of x squared plus 2x minus 24, all divided by x plus 2, when x equals negative 5? So what you need to do is you need to substitute in the negative 5 everywhere there's an x, and then you can put it in the calculator. Just be careful. I would use parentheses around the negative 5 to make sure that it gives you the correct answer, but the answer should be 3. On this one, simplify the square root of 50 plus 3 over 3 plus 5 square roots of 3 over 6. And if you simply put that in the calculator the way it is, you should be able to get the correct answer. But it might not be in the same exact order, so check it out and see if you can get that same answer. Number 3, in the figure, what is the distance between point A and point B? So what I did was I drew a line connecting points A and point B. I used a highlighter to highlight the rise and the run, and I counted 4 blocks rise and 7 blocks run. And then I used the Pythagorean theorem to find the hypotenuse. A squared plus B squared equals C squared, and substituted in 7 and 4 for the legs A and B, and worked it out and got the square root of 65 as the distance. Number 4, in the standard coordinate plane, what is the distance between negative 5, 2 and 1, negative 6? So I drew those on a graph, and I connected those points with the line, and again I highlighted the rise and the run. I found the rise to be 8 and the run to be 6. So I used the Pythagorean theorem to find the length of the hypotenuse. A squared plus B squared equals C squared, and worked that out and got 10. So the distance between those 2 points was 10. Number 5, 27 to the 2/3 power. If you'll put that in your calculator, you should get 1/9. Number 6, the parabola below is the graph of which equation? Now notice that parabola is an upside down U, so you know it needs to lead off with a negative, so that would eliminate choice A, choice B, and choice E. So you just need to choose between choice C and choice D. What I would do is I would use my calculator, and I would use mode 7. And I would make sure that I start and stop at positive 5 and negative 5. I would start at negative 5 and I'd end at 5. And see which one of those give me the coordinates that would be on this graph in your table. Number 7, the solution of the equation falls between what 2 integers? So you want to solve for x. So I eliminated the 2x on the left side by subtracting it. And then I eliminated the 20 on the right side by subtracting 20 on both sides. And then finally divided both sides by 5 and got negative 2.4. So negative 2.4 is going to be between negative 3 and negative 2. Number 8, what is the solution to the system of equations below? And you did this in coordinate algebra in 9th grade. So you want to eliminate your y's because you have a positive 4y and a negative 4y, and combine your terms, and that gave me 5x equals 15a. And then I divided both sides by 5, so I found that x equals 3a. And then I substituted the 3a into the first equation for x. So that gave me 9a plus 4y equals a. And I want to solve for y. So I subtracted 9a from both sides to eliminate the a's. And then I divided both sides by 4. And so I found that y is going to equal negative 2a. So if x equals 3a, y is going to equal negative 2a. Number 9, what is the slope of the line in the standard coordinate plane determined by the equation 2x minus 3y equals 12? So what I did was I found the intercepts by taking 2x and dividing it into 12, and that gave me 6, so I put a point on the x-axis at 6. And then I did the same thing with my y coordinate. I took negative 3y and I divided it into 12 to find my y-intercept, and that was negative 4. And I found my rise and my run to find my slope. So my rise was 4 and my run was 6, and so that slope reduces 4 over 6 reduces to be 2/3. And 10, for all x and y, x plus 2y squared minus 4y times x plus y equals. So what I did was I expanded. Squared means you write it down twice. And I distributed the x in the first set of parentheses, and I illustrated that with the green lines and got x squared plus 2xy. Then I distributed the 2y in the first set of parentheses, and I illustrated that with the blue lines, and that gave me 2xy plus 4y squared. And then finally I distributed my negative 4y, and that gave me, illustrated with the purple, so that gave me negative 4xy and negative 4y squared. And I combined all my like terms, and noticed all my xy's, 2xy plus 2xy minus 4xy, illustrated with one line, those canceled out. And my positive 4y squared, my negative 4y squared canceled out. So I'm left with x squared, so the answer was A, x squared.